your new chair and members of the committee. Thank you for the opportunity to testify today. My name is Jabari Cooper, Director of State and Local Government Relations for the Northeast at Chamber of Progress, the tech industry association supporting public policies to build a more inclusive society in which all people benefit from technological advances. We respectfully urge the committee to oppose House Bill 380. We have three principal concerns with the proposed legislation, but let me be clear in the fact that we support comprehensive privacy requirements. First, House Amendment 2 undermines a foundational privacy principle, data minimization. Modern privacy laws are built on the idea that organizations should collect and retain only the information necessary to provide a service and should delete it when it's no longer needed. By requiring businesses to retain records of sensitive consumer consent for at least 5 years, the amendment moves in the opposite direction. It increases both the amount of sensitive information that must be stored and the length of time it must be retained. The more sensitive information that exists across more systems for longer periods of time, the greater risk of exposure through a breach, security incident, or unauthorized access. Consumers are best protected when less sensitive information exists there in the first place. Second, the amendment's extensive notice and consent requirements risk creating notice fatigue. Privacy regulators, researchers, and consumer advocates have long warned that when consumers are presented with too many disclosures, prompts, and consent requests, they become less likely to engage with them meaningfully. More notices do not necessarily produce better informed consumers. In practice, excessive disclosures can reduce the quality of consent as they increase the quantity of paperwork. Third, the amendment's vague, strictly necessary standard creates compliance uncertainty that could limit access to Delaware's consumers actively choose to use and depend on. Services such as telehealth, community lending, fraud prevention, and identity verification often rely on the responsible transfer of sensitive information among trusted entities. Unclear legal standards can discourage innovation and investment, particularly in services that help rural residents, low-income patients, and others who already face barriers to healthcare and financial services. We urge the committee to pursue privacy protections that are clear, effective, and consistent with core privacy principles while preserving access to essential services. Thank you.
Your time has elapsed. That concludes